Welcome back to the kitchen. Today we are preparing a rice flavor stew that pairs perfectly with rice and beans. This is not just an ordinary stew, it is loaded with delicious mix of snail, assorted meat, prawn, fish. Just see it and let's see how it goes. So you fry the oil, make sure it's very hot, then pour in your diced onion. Make sure it's a bit golden brown. Keep stirring, you don't want it to get burnt. So keep stirring it. You must have prepared all the things you want to use because it's have to go in step by step. So this is the chopped tomato. You pour in the chopped tomato. I got the chopped tomato from Aldi. So you keep stirring it. I love using stirring stick because it helps and protects the pot from getting scratched. I'm using non-sticky pot. So it helps to protect the pit of the down of the pot from getting scratched. So you keep turning it, and there's one thing you need to observe, that if you're here staying abroad, you must be mindful of setting your alarm, because this thing happened to me and suddenly the fire alarm was just there making noise because the oil was over fried. So I have to take it off fire, then return it back. So I have to cool down for the whole thing to settle down. So as it is now, after pouring in everything, all you have to do is just wait for it to boil up. Let it cook up, because that oil is well fried. You can see that the bubbling is coming up, meaning it is cooking gradually. Something about me making this stew is that I don't like my stew to just be there. It needs to be a kind of spicy, like spicy. That is what me I like when I'm using my stew to eat rice or rice and beans. So that is my grounded pepper. We call it atagugun in my tribe. I just want it to have a kind of a spicy taste. So when I'm eating it, I will know that yes, I'm eating a bit spicy, but not that spicy. I just use one tin of chopped tomato and one big bulb of onion. So you leave it to cook up. You don't need to be in haste when preparing the stew for your rice. You need to cook. You need to be patient for it to be well fried. That is why we call it fried stew, for you to enjoy the food. So crayfish, I put it in. Then I use just a cubed of Maggi. I use a cubed of Maggi. I put it in. That is just one. Then I'm doing this because the way you season your stew determines what you have at the end after preparing it. You make sure you taste it just to suit what you will like. My taste is different from your taste. What I like to feel in my own stew is different from what you like to feel in your own stew. Then you pour in your pinch of salt. Just season it well. There are some people that will add in curry and thyme to eat, but for this stew this evening, we're not having anything like that. I just using my crayfish, my cubed, Maggi, my salts. So far, I put in my onion, one bulb of onion, one chopped tomato, 2 spoons of grounded pepper. We call it atagugun. So you see, I zoom it out for you to know that yes, you are getting there gradually. You see that the oil will be above every mixed pepper you must have used. Some people will prefer to use scotch bonnets, bell pepper, and tomato, fruit, vegetable, fresh tomato. But in my own case, I use this chopped tomato and the ground pepper because I call it economic stew. I call it economic stew. It will just happen. You just have to prepare it like a kind of impromptu, because I don't like eating my rice and beans with just stew. I prefer the one, yes. Uh, you see what I'm pouring in. So I'm pouring in the cow skin now. I've boiled everything, every protein that I'm adding to the stew, I've boiled it. So this is my seafood. I pour in the little seafood I want to add to it. I'm telling you, this stew is just for the family of 3, and that is my shake. You pour in your shake. I've boiled these ones already. I boil it separately so that the cooking of this stew will not take a longer time. That is why I call it a kind of impromptu, like economic fastest soup stew to prepare for your food. Then I put in my gizzard. You know, gizzard. I put in the chicken gizzard this time around. Chicken's gizzard is gotten from chicken. You all know that already. So you leave it to cook. And that is my pomo. This is confirmed pomo. This is the cow's skin pomo. This one they call it pomori. Like it actually kind of, it is more meaty. It has the kind of flesh compared to what we have, what I poured initially. So that one is more of a meat. It's fine. You see, the soup is looking yummy. But like, oh, there's no stew in it again. Yeah, there's no stew in it again because it is not just the stew. It is what it is feel like, all the nutrients in the protein where you're going to feel in it. That is what this stew really, really tells. So it is a rich economy stew for rice, um, white rice and beans. That is why I said it is not just stew. It is an extraordinary stew. So here I added water to it. Added water to it just to let it come up a bit. That is just what I added to it. Added water to it. So the water can, there can be enough stew to serve for the rice when you're eating. Probably if we can finish it at a go, it's fine. But if it is for family of three, we are able to finish it at a go because some of us cannot eat rice and beans without enough stew. Look at how it is looking. This is looking yummy. Yummy, 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 yummy. Honestly, I can't wait to have the taste of this. When you feel it from what you're cooking, you know that, yeah, just messing what you're cooking, you're already salivating because this stew you're saying can serve anything. So people can decide to eat or ripe plantain with it. You can decide to eat it with bread. Just name it. So for you to know it is well cooked, you see the oil floating on top of your minced pepper. So this is what we have, well cooked, ready to be served with our well prepared rice and beans. Everybody bring your plate in. Not dull a moment to see how yummy, yummy, yummy it is. My fried plantain. Enjoy, bye.